Well, we're back at this river north of the border. We're in Scotland, and today I'm hoping to find a few more specks of the good stuff. So today, what have we got in the rucksack? Well, I'll show you. I'm hoping to run 2 sluices. So I've got the Eldorado. It's a cheap, functional sluice, and if you're getting into gold panning, it'll do the job. I found gold with it. They're a bit flexible, a bit flimsy, but they work. This one is Ruthless Mining sluice. I've got a few mods to it, and it definitely works. The top mat, that's the thing that helps you see the gold when you're on it. And the one thing that I'm drawn to here on this section of the river is it's a slight inside bend. I've got a little gravel bar there around the corner, and I've got this big boulder with a small gravel bar from that low pressure point, or where the friction is greater for things to drop out and just stop there. And just looking here, where we've got all this debris fixed into this old tree. Also, just around the back of there is where there's a nice gravel bar that I mentioned earlier. And that could have potential also. And looking around here, that's going to be about 2, maybe 3 foot deep onto bedrock. It may have been worked before. I don't know, but I'm going to give it a go. I'm particularly interested in the bedrock and that channel there. So that's my little work area, that's my office today. And I'm thinking that somewhere there is a good place to get the sluice set up. There's enough flow. We might have to do a little dam just to create a better working area. So come on, let's go and try and find some of the good stuff. Oh, I'll tell you what, that water's freezing, and it's the middle of May. In fact, we've gone past the middle of May. My God.
And here I am just getting the 2 dam walls sorted. And I get some gravels off the riverbed. I'm looking for a nice level line across the sluice. And then it was time to move some of that overburden. And some of them rocks were pretty big and really heavy. And now I realise why my back's absolutely aching. And the next stage then is to start to dig into the gravel bar, classify the larger pieces out and start sluicing.
Rightio, well, I've been at it now for about an hour and a half. There's a lot of overburden to get through as well. I've started to work the channel there with the bedrock. I'm working down there, there's some big boulders in there I've moved out. So just looking at this now, there's the channel down there I've worked into. I've moved a lot of overburden into there, sucked it up, bucketed it down the 2 sluices. So now we've got the 2 sluices now. The Eldorado, I tend to run a light shovel through there, a really light one, more aggressive on the Ruthless Mining one. And they're both working nicely, but I can't see a fat lot of gold. I'm just thinking it's the overburden I've got to get through, and you might find the odd diddy speck. So just a quick sneak at the top mat. I think we've got a bit of colour there. There's some really micro dots in there. But what I do like is how the water's flowing over there. That's running beautifully. You've got a really good view of what's going on, and there's something there catching my eye. And as for the Eldorado, it's level. I'm looking across here, that's nice and level. Not sure what that is. But anyway, I'm feeling peckish, so it's time for a bite to eat. So what are we on today? We've got all sorts in here today. Flaming hot crisps. We've actually got a decent cup as well for once. We're gonna have some soup. And today, look at that big bad boy there. I'm on my favourite. It's crab sticks with sweet chilli sauce. Oh yeah. That'll keep me going for 10 more buckets. And I'm having tomato soup. And that'll be proper good with some hot water. Oh yeah, that's good that. That's tasty. Right, now I've let this sluice run itself clear the best it can now for about 20 minutes. And I'm thinking that all that line there is that yellow stuff that you seem to collect on this section of the river. It's not gold, but it does look like gold. It's like a heavy, light yellow material. And on this one now, just say I've got colour, I'm going to snuffer it up. Well, I'm not convinced about this spot at the moment, but I mean, looking at the gravels, we're finding a lot of quartz in my classifier, but I'm not seeing the speck count I'd like to see off this little gravel bar. Well, let's have a quick catch up. I haven't got my wetsuit, but I've got my mask, so I can have a look at what's happening down here. It does look interesting. Ideally, I need a wetsuit to get right down there, lie down on my belly and see exactly what's happening. However, a quick look at the sluice and I can see some colour there. And there's colour down this side. I've got lead on the top 5 riffles. Some more colour there. On the blue sluice, I'm not seeing much in there. But I think I'm going to need this to get into that crevice down there.
Now I also have a small yellow hand pump. And I'm pretty damn sure that when I went in the rucksack, I got it out and put it on the side. But when I came to look for it, I just couldn't see it. And I think it had floated off downstream. But we'll come back to that later. I'm just looking in this crevice here. It's absolutely perfect. Look at those compacted rocks in there. You can see the pebbles that have been lodged in. And right at the bottom you can see lots of lead. It's that white grey colour. You can see it there. And I was really hopeful. I'm liking the look of the dust, the clay layers. For me, this was a perfect gold catching trap. But I wasn't seeing the gold like I'd expect to. And again from this angle, looking at that stone lodged in, I was really hopeful, thinking yes, this is a good spot and I'll start to see some colour. I mean, that's not been touched for a long time. But I guess with it being a new river, I've got to learn what's going on. I've got to find out what's happening. Because it was a pocket like this in Wales where I found a lot of gold in a concentrated area. And hopefully over time, I might have a lucky break. See the lead there again?
Well, we've found some lead there. I've kind of been semi-sniping there. I got the white suction pump out, and I mean there's a few specks of gold I can see, but my god, lots of lead all the way down here. Right, well I think we'll give the blue sluice a clean out. Nice and easy clean out with this one. I can see some lead. Looks like some wire as well. Oh, there's a speck of gold there. Another speck there. Nothing epic. Maybe 3 specks. But I've hardly fed that. Just a couple of shovels every now and then. But I've got a few specks there, lots of that yellowy heavy stuff and the lead. I'll give it a good clean out now, see what else there is. Well, there you go. 3 little specks of gold, the one in the middle there being quite visible.
Well, that clean-up wasn't epic by any standards.
Right, well, I'm getting shattered. My arms are killing me now, but I've worked pretty much lots of little areas all around here. I think it'd take a couple of days, maybe 3 days to get to the bottom. Then it's a wetsuit job, so I'm only here for the day, and really I won't achieve a fat lot other than moving most of the overburden for somebody else. So I'll keep going anyway now. Oh. I've just hit a pocket of lead from back down there, and I've already pulled that out of the sluice. And looking in there, there's more lead appearing all across. I took a few samples from that side, then I was working just along that line there in front of that small boulder. And speaking of lead, that's what we found in the blue sluice. So we'll put a few more of them pieces in there. So we're cleaning up the river. But as you can see there, it's kind of like a method in the madness. It's quite deep there, and I've worked a channel along there. In fact, you know, there's another couple of days working that, but I haven't got the time to do it. Okay, I'll make this my final bucket. The sun's about to set on that side of the hill, and I'm not holding out any big hopes today, because this spot here, it looked really good, but I don't see the gold in the sluice like I'm expecting to do. Nevertheless, I've had a great day out. I just really enjoy being here. I like the peace and quiet. So, I think what I'll do, empty the bucket. I've got a few more butties left, a bit more soup, and that'll charge the batteries for the final push and get out of here. Well, look who's here! It's Northern Pickers with his main man, and he's found me bloody well snuffer bottle that I lost about an hour ago. It went down there, but I weren't going to tell you. Oh. Where's that dog? Hello. Hey up. Hey up.
Oh, dear.
Well, there goes Northern Pickers with his mates. They've been upstream. Sounds like they've done okay as well. Probably better than I have today down here, but I'm trying to learn all this river. And it just takes years and years of knowing what's going on and where things are. Well, I can see some colour there. Maybe colour there. Lots of lead. So let's have a look at how we've done today from that final clean-up. I can see loads of lead. If we're in the game for finding lead, we're on to a winner. As you can see, it is peppered with lead. That'll take some cleaning up. Okay, well, that's me done. It's gone cold. I did find some gold, but it wasn't as much as I thought I would do. It was much better upstream last time I came, but I found loads of lead, and I'll show you the pictures later on. But anyway, if you like these videos, let me know. I'll try and make some more for you. So until the next time, people.
Well, there you have it. You win some, you lose some. And if we are in the market for finding lead, we're definitely masters at that. We found almost 30 grams of lead. And if only that could have been gold. And as for the gold, we did find a few specks. But it wasn't a fat lot to write home about. But like I say, I am learning this river. My name's Mr. Das P1. And on this occasion, there was no gold rush. Until the next time, people. And coming up on the next video, we're back at this river, And we've got the wetsuit, where we can try some sniping and have a look in closer detail at what's going on. We also try some sluicing, and we did a bit of camping. And on this trip we also take a look at a nice little Scottish burn to see if there's gold in the feeder streams. So be sure to stay tuned for that one, people.